If you ever see me rolling around at the grocery store, there is a 50% chance you will see a jug of vinegar in my cart. And that's because we go through a lot of vinegar here at the CMS HQ, and not because we like to pickle things or eat a lot of fish and chips. It's because vinegar is an amazing cleaning product. For those of you guys who have watched our videos for a long time, you know vinegar is like our BFF here. So in this video, I'm going to share with you 5 great ways that you can use vinegar to do your cleaning around the house. And just a quick reminder, if you haven't done so already, to subscribe to the Clean My Space channel and give this video a thumbs up if you've cleaned with vinegar at least once since watching Clean My Space videos. Just a quick few tidbits about vinegar before we get started. You might be wondering why vinegar is such a great cleaner. I mean, it's inexpensive, it's readily available. A lot of us clean with it already, but we might not know why. So here it is. First of all, it's a great deodorizer. You might think that's counterintuitive because vinegar stinks. Well, in some people's minds it stinks. But for whatever reason, vinegar can find those terrible odors, trap them, and get rid of them. The next thing it does is lift dirt and grease to a surface. So it's a great degreaser. It's really great at lifting up dirt, which is why I love using it with cleaning. And finally, it leaves a nice streak-free shine, which is why it's such a fantastic glass cleaner. Now, just a couple things to keep in mind when you're using vinegar. It can be harmful to your eyes if you get it in your eyes, so just be mindful of that. What you want to look for is plain white 5% vinegar. Some people say, do you need distilled? Do you not? Whatever, just get 5% plain white vinegar. And finally, make sure that you don't use it on any natural stone surfaces like marble, travertine, or quartz, because over time, it can ruin the finish. When you're picking out your produce at the grocery store, you probably notice that some of your produce has like a waxy coating on it. And that's just a combination of pesticides and other products that are used to safeguard your produce while it's in transport and to keep it lasting for longer. But truthfully, you probably don't want to be eating it. I mean, it wouldn't be on the fruits and vegetables if it wasn't FDA approved, blah, 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 but still doesn't mean that you have to ingest it. So to get rid of that stuff, you can just make up your own simple produce wash, and it's very easy to do. You're going to take equal parts, so let's say a cup of water, a cup of white vinegar, and to that you are slowly going to add 2 tablespoons of baking soda. Now you can put this in a spray bottle, or if you have something, let's say like a head of lettuce or some grapes, you can pour it directly into a clean sink or a basin. Then you're going to either spray it on your produce or put your produce inside that basin or the sink and let it sit for a few moments. If you're soaking something, you can let it sit for about 10 minutes, like berries or grapes or lettuce. And if you're just spraying it on an item, you can let it sit for, 2-3 minutes. The baking soda, what's nice about it is it kind of helps scrub things off, and you can always sprinkle a little bit more on there if you like. Then just make sure you give it a good rinse and dry it. And now your produce is clean and ready to be eaten. Perhaps what vinegar is most famous for in the cleaning world is glass cleaner. And a lot of you guys know I've been using this recipe for years, but I'm going to share it again because if you're not using it, you need to put down the glass cleaner that you're using now and make this and use this instead. Get yourself a clean spray bottle, and in it you're going to add equal parts of water and white vinegar. Give it a good shake and use that to clean your glass. The vinegar will help lift any of that dirt and grease to the surface and help leave a nice streak-free shine behind. And of course, when you're cleaning glass or when you're cleaning mirrors, you want to make sure that you're using a nice soft, flat weave microfiber cloth so that you don't have any streaks. There's a good chance you haven't cleaned your dishwasher in a while, and I'm not judging. Honestly, I haven't either, so this is a really good opportunity for me to do it too. But you can clean your dishwasher very easily with nothing more than vinegar and baking soda. So here's the way I like to do it. Empty your dishwasher before you go to bed. Leave your dishes stacked up on the counter. It's okay, you'll be fine. Then take a cup of baking soda and throw it around the bottom of the dishwasher. Just let it sit there. That's going to help deodorize things overnight. Then in the morning, what you're going to do is take the dishwasher while it's empty, close it up and put it on a super hot cycle. For the first couple of minutes, your dishwasher starts to fill with hot water. You want to stop it right there, open it up, and dump 2 cups of white vinegar into that slurry of baking soda and water. It might sound gross, but the vinegar, the baking soda, it's all grooving together and it's gonna break down odors, deposits from detergent and other bacteria and all that kind of crap that builds up in your dishwasher over time. So close it up and let it rip. Again, you want that cycle to be super hot, the sanitized cycle if possible. And once that's done, your dishwasher will smell better and look a lot better too. Then you can take those dishes on your counter, load them up, and get on with your day. Vinegar also helps out when you're doing your laundry, and you can use it as a laundry booster. So quite simply, a laundry booster helps your detergent work better. So you don't have to buy anything fancy, you can just use white vinegar, and you can put it into the little pre-rinse compartment if you have one, or you can put it into your machine as it's filling up with water, and you just let that soak. Now, what I do is I put my detergent into my machine and then I just pour a bunch of vinegar in all the different compartments. The bleach compartment, the fabric softener compartment, pre-wash, whatever I've got, vinegar goes in there because it helps lighten or brighten fabrics depending on the color that your fabrics are. It helps soften your fabrics, and it also helps deodorize them. So if anything's a little bit stinky, vinegar is going to help out. Then you can just take your clothes, either hang them to dry or put them in the dryer, and you will notice a difference. Now, don't worry, your clothes are not going to come out smelling like vinegar. A long time ago, when we first started making Clean My Space videos, to be specific, February 6, 2011, I put on a black dress and I filmed a video about how to clean your cutlery, and it was a tip that I learned from working at a steakhouse, and I have never forgotten it because it works so well. So I'm not talking about cleaning your cutlery instead of putting it in the dishwasher if that's what you do. I'm talking about, you know, when your cutlery starts to get those weird spots on them, or if there's some food that's stuck on your cutlery, or if you're having guests over, you just want your cutlery to really sparkle. Well, here's what you do. You take boiling hot water, about a cup of it, and to that you're going to add a cup of white vinegar. Now you can lay this out in a Pyrex dish, or you can even put it into a large container. Then you're gonna dump your cutlery into that container and just let it sit for a few minutes. Next, you're gonna pull the cutlery out one by one, and you're going to take a flat weave microfiber cloth or just a cloth in general. And of course, if the water's hot, you might want to wear gloves to do this. And you're just going to simply wipe the cutlery wherever it needs it. So you can do the top, the bottom, and you'll see the cutlery just sparkles. It looks beautiful. So I like to do this before we have guests coming over, and it always makes a difference. I'd love to know in the comments down below, what's your take on the smell of white vinegar? Does it bring a smile to your face, or do you want to puke when you smell it? For me, I used to kind of cringe, but I'd also kind of be reminded of French fries. So in a cleaning scenario, I didn't really like the smell, but in like a French fry / greasy fish and chip scenario, I really liked the smell. However, over the years, vinegar has really grown on me because I can appreciate it for all of its wonderful properties, so I let the ugly things slide. But again, I'd love to know in the comments down below, what are your thoughts about the smell of vinegar? I've got 2 videos up for you. One teaches you how to make vinegar smell better, and if you want to learn more about cleaning, you can visit cleanmyspace.com. There's a button down there that lets me know you care, so click it if you liked this video, and click this button right here to subscribe and begin your journey to a cleaner life. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.